Hi, it's the Reckless Retiree here. Today is Wednesday, June 27th, and I just thought I'd give you an update. A lot has happened, but as other guys on YouTube may understand, when you're doing projects like this, you always got to juggle and prioritize and working on your project, which phase of your project, and then videotaping and uploading to YouTube. So I just thought I would catch up to where I am at this point in the project. So I think the last video I made showed my system, and I went to the industrial park with my system with my small air pressure pump compressor, my small air compressor with my jet, blow-off jet. And I showed you how I got some dirt, and then I showed you how I was processing that to see if there was platinum. I was happy that I actually got some dirt with my system, non-contact vacuuming system, and determined that the air compressor was not big enough to keep up with the air nozzle. So one thing I did was my son-in-law came with my daughter and grandkids this past weekend, and he allowed me to borrow briefly his air compressor, which is a bigger one. But what I also did was I had two small tanks, and I'll show you this what I have left in a minute. But I had two small tanks, storage tanks, 7 gallons each. I had an air compressor that was 10 gallons. He had an air compressor that was 20 gallons. And I made a manifold to attach them all together. So it would therefore give me 44 gallons of compressed air, plus 2 pumps to keep up with it. So I plumbed that all together. I put it in my truck. I took my system out to Industrial Park expecting to get better results. I did not. There are many reasons, possible reasons. My son-in-law, when I told him that I didn't get much, said, "Well, did you go over the same road surface?" I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "Well, that might be a good reason why you didn't get as much." And that's true. And that's true. So he had to take his air compressor back home. And so I don't have that now. I have to decide how to proceed in that regard, if I'm going to buy another air compressor and put it into the system that I have and try it again. But before I do that, I've decided that to remind you, here's my system, and it's got the platform underneath, as you see, with the wheels and the air nozzle. I don't know if I can show you that very well. That's an air nozzle, blow-off nozzle right there. And right now, I just have an enclosed spot. There's Billy. She's just coming in to say hello. He's going to go outside. All right. So anyway, I just have an area that's enclosed by that plastic edging. So my thinking is that the compressed air hits the ground wherever it hits the ground, cause the dirt to explode up into the air. That is kept held in by that plastic edging, and then the vacuum cleaner will suck it up. That's the plan, and it works. but it needs tweaking to work much better than it is. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put a ledge in the front part of the area that's surrounded by the edging, so that the dirt that is projected up off the ground would then be caught and land on that ledge and be caught in a more enclosed pocket. Right now, the compressed air, if the vacuum doesn't catch it, it can push, shoot, I keep hitting the camera, sorry, can push the dirt back out from underneath the skirt and away. So I'm thinking if I put a ledge about halfway, all the way across, but halfway from front to back, that might help catch the what's being projected into the air better and allow the vacuum a chance to suck it up. So I have, as you can maybe tell, I have this held up with a come along off the ceiling, and I'm going to take the platform out and put it up on a bench and put that shelf in as I am talking about, and put it all back together again. And then at some point I've got to get another air compressor to improve my system. One other idea I had too was to, I have another old vacuum, home vacuum, and if I could rig that up somehow with another vortex capturing device, another bucket, then I'd have a lot more vacuum and maybe catch the dirt better. Maybe I'm not catching it all with the vacuum that I have. All right, so I will go out and show you, if it's not raining, which it may be, we will see. Yeah. Looks kind of wet out there. Maybe I can just run out real quick and show you the tank system I have. Yeah, it's definitely raining. So I can't do much outside. Just run out here real quick. Get a little. Oh shoot! I forgot I had the. Excuse me. I also forgot I got propane today. And there's the generator. So you can't even see the system. I'll have to give you that later. Bye.